It's the book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 25. And it says, "See that ye refuse not him that speaketh, for if they speak not who refused him that spake on earth, much more shall not we escape if we turn away from him that speaketh from heaven." Verse 26, "Whose voice then shook the earth, but now he hath promised, saying, Yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also heaven. And this word, yet once more, signifieth the removing of those things that are shaken, as of the things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. Wherefore we receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved, let us have grace, whereby we may serve the Most High acceptably with reverence and godly fear. For our power is a consuming fire." I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth to the faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives, the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. I say shalom to the Akim and the Akwato through listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations appearing like the other nations, and whom subscribe to this truth. To you, I say shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Sop. I'm coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. This lesson is inspired through the spirit, based on an article that I came across. And you know, as much as you read, well, I know for myself, I have a really bad memory. But you know, that verse, you know, I just wanted verse 26, but when I was reading it, I was like, damn, because it was so spiritual. You know, and right now we in the sifting season. Right now, you know, the Lord said that all these earthquakes, you know, it said the things being shaken, but it says that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. You know, and to be sifted is to be shaken. You know, shake you to see if you're gonna hold on to your faith. That's deep. And the Lord is shaking the whole planet right now because the Lord is angry. You know, because you know, as well as it's pathetic. You know, but this year started off with earthquakes and all kind of shit. Floods, and so this is the title. It says, come on. It says magnitude 6.9 earthquake rattles Japan, tsunami warnings issued. Because, you know, certain earthquakes can actually cause a tsunami, especially in the region of where, you know, Japan is located. So, yeah, the Lord is really doing a lot to the planet Earth, you know, and he's visiting the earth which he has made. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that real quick. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 6, Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6, and it reads, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." You know, I was watching some of those videos about the fires going on in California, and it's funny because, you know, after all the information coming out, you know, brothers talking about the Mountain Dew, you know, because this devil got technology like that, and he won't proclaim it like that, but he proclaims it when he shows it in movies and whatnot. Anyhow, they were showing how you had like tornadoes of fire, you know. And like I said again, even if it was orchestrated by Esau, Edom, Satan, the physical counterpart of Satan, it's still of the Lord. So the Lord is visiting the earth which he made by these different, pestilence, plagues. That fire is a plague right now, you know. And, you know, it's showing you also spiritually how the tables are turning, because that's that 2028, you know, so, and they gonna be on it too. You know, about like 3 years, and like, man, this devil, Salakia. It says, a strong earth, oh my God. says a strong earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 6.9 has hit southwestern Japan, the country's meteorological agency said Monday. Tsunami warnings were issued for Yasuki Prefecture, where the trembler was centered in the southwestern island of Kyushu, as well as the nearby Kochi Prefecture, shortly after the quake struck at 9:19. The extent of the damage was not immediately clear. Japan is frequently hit by earthquakes because of its location along the Ring of Fire. And the Lord said the fire right now. An arc of volcanoes and fault lines in the Pacific Basin. So, like I said, because of where Japan is located, they get many of tsunamis and whatnot, which, all those things affect other parts of the planet as well, just like, everything's interconnected, and that's why they want to create a one world system, like, again, with a one world system, all the, systems will be interconnected. They're talking about that they're going to try and build a high-speed railway, and that's the spirit, because I was going to do a video on that, because Elon Musk is pretty much behind that. They're trying to do, like, I forgot, is it London or Japan or China, somewhere they have those high-speed bullet planes, so like bullet trains that can travel, so many miles within so many hours, or, within a short amount of time. They already have those things in existence. They're trying to do these things in Babylon the Great, aka America. But showing you is prophetic. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21. And I'm going to start at verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Haven't we been seeing, the orbs that they are pretty much trying to say are drones or orbs, and they don't really understand what exactly they are, but we in the know that have the spiritual eyesight know that those are the chariots of Israel. It's spiritual because I was listening to Richie from Boston, and Richie from Boston, as much as information he bring out, he don't know everything. Like, he was trying to say they were demons. Now, he's right, they're spiritual, but they're not, and you know what? Let me take that back, because you got left hand angels and you got right hand angels. The scriptures tell you that. The scriptures tell you that the Lord sent the evil angel or evil messenger. I think it's in the book of Psalms. So, I guess to a degree, Richie from Boston is right. I just really listen to Richie about the information he brings out, because Richie brings out a lot of information, and you got to take time to think about him. I mean, if we get frustrated, he really get frustrated, because think about it. He was like, man, they cut his channel. He had like 900,000 subscribers. Show you the Satan don't play fair, I'll be thinking Richie a Jake, though. This is the book of Job 9, and starting at verse 1, and it reads, Then Job answered and said, I know it is so of a truth, but how should man be just with the Most High? If he will contend with him, he cannot answer him one of 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who have hardened himself against him and have prospered. So this is Job talking about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yahweh meaning he exists, or he to be. Ba'ashem meaning in the name. Ba'as in, Haz, Hashem his name. Yahweh Shah meaning he saves or he delivers. True names of the Most High God and his son, who people ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ, but whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says, which removeth the mountains, and they know not, which overturned them in his anger. Verse 6, which shaketh the earth out of her place, and the pillars thereof tremble. The Lord says that the clouds are his footstool. Oh, no, he said the clouds are the dust of his feet, roughly paraphrased. Salakia. Matter of fact, let me. It says, It said, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Nahum 1 in verse 3, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. You know, it says he rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry and drive up all the rivers. Verse 5, Bashan languisheth and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. The mountains quake at him and the hills melt. The earth is burnt at his presence, yea, the world and all that dwell therein. And we seeing these wildfires really take form, you know. And like I said again, this is just like an extreme level of judgment, you know. Because at the end of the day, if you're a spiritual person, you see the Lord behind all things, you know. You know, the good, the bad. It tells you in the scriptures that the Lord create both good and bad, you know. I'm just hoping the Lord put me in the spirit to accept whatever his will is, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's easy to say those things, but like I said, sometimes, you know, Jacob put on a front for other people, you know what I mean? Like, a real man shouldn't be like, I ain't gonna say, because you can't do everything in front of everybody, you know. You lose morale, you could lose respect. But at the same time, you know, you should be able to come and talk to your brother. That's your brother, right? I don't know. And ultimately, the Lord is visiting and judging this place because of the pride. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 2 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 9. And the mean man bowed down and the great man humbled himself. Therefore, forgive them not. Verse 10, enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and for the glory of his majesty. So we, you know, like Psalms 91 talks about, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. You know, we hiding ourselves from the wrath of the Lord. You know, I forgot where the scripture is. We talk about was you angry at the sea? You know, because that's how much destruction and judgment the Lord coming with wrath. You know, if you can't see that's going on in California is wrath of the Lord. You know, like that one video the brothers was playing where the dude was stuck in the house with the dog, or I think it was a couple individuals, Edomites. They're like, it's gonna be all right. No, that was hope. They probably dead to the motherfucker. Then they talk about only 10 people dead. Like, get the fuck out of here. You really believe that? Like, that's showing you that this man is the devil because, like I say, he orchestrating, but they just like push forward, much forward. And like I say again, you know, they have a rulership mentality. Because when it comes to rulership, like the brother said, like this is a famous statement or a famous quote, heavy is the crown. Everybody can't deal with certain things. You know, that's why everybody ain't meant to be in certain positions. And it's be the most humble people that be the ones that really be deserving it. You know, like if you ever see the Game of Thrones with Bran, they made him the one king because they was like pretty much everything he went through. You know, sometimes you don't need to rule with the rod, but sometimes you got to be merciful, like Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But it's a balance to both. You got to know when to be to give judgment, and you got to know when to be merciful. It says, verse 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua alone shall be exalted in that day. And you hear the believers sit up there saying, call lawyer, and brothers in the spirit, and like this place getting fucked up and all that, while all these other people are scared. You know, they don't even want to tell these children what's going on. I tell my kids, you know, fear the Lord. Verse 12, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And like I said, Babylon the Great is being brought low right now. Because like I said again, all these major disasters, I mean, the Lord been doing things every day pretty much. It's been something. And ultimately, we waiting for that ultimate earthquake, which is going to shake up the whole earth. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 16, starting at verse 17, it reads, and the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, it is done. Verse 18, and there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. Verse 19, the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the city of the nations fell, and the great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High to give up her the cup of the wine and the fierceness of his wrath. You know, and the scriptures tell you, I think in Psalms 75 about, you know, they got to drink double of the dregs of the the cup of the wrath of the Lord. So yeah, so I'm gonna end the lesson there. I gotta get into work. But again, Lord is doing major moves. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, statutes, commandments of your power, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh, you will be destroyed. And with that, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to God, Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh, Hashem. Hakwadash, double honors to the